I'm gonna try to do a series of before and after videos about part of my commute. I ride MARTA, and I deliberately take public transit to get to work as much as I can. I do periodically have to walk from the nearest MARTA drop-off point to my job, because the route that comes to closest to my job is an intermittent one. It's the 809 Monroe. So sometimes it comes through Armour Road and Otley Drive, which is where my job is, and sometimes it doesn't. So, but I want to point out something that is really bothersome, and it's coming up. It's this bridge. Now, for starters, this road, this is kind of a tangent. This road is the only way in and out of this up and coming office and residential area, which is Armour Yards. One entrance in and one entrance out. So that's problematic enough. And it does get congested. What I really want to point out, though, is the problem that occurs when it rains to any significant degree. And Atlanta being what it is, occasionally it rains to a significant degree. And what happens when it rains is flooding. I'm going to show a before picture right now, and at some point it's going to rain a lot, and when it does do that, I'm going to show an after picture. This area here, when it rains to any significant degree, does not drain very fast. In fact, it drains so slowly that it essentially backs up and floods. The problem with this backing up and flooding, you say, is one, cars stall out here. And not only do cars stall out, notice, no sidewalk here. And to add insult to injury, the part that floods is, ironically enough, the only part that has semblance of a sidewalk. When it rains, this entire area here becomes a freaking lake. Those cars driving through here, if they're lucky, they're up to their axles in water. This whole area here floods. Especially the part here that doesn't have a sidewalk. This whole area here is underwater. So you're talking about right where my shoe is, yeah, that's pretty much flooded. And anybody trying to walk through here while the cars are coming is basically going to get doused with a ton of water. So maybe this part is raised a little bit, so that usually if you're able to wade through the floodwaters, this part sometimes isn't flooded. But once you get off this part, this is flooded. Pretty much all the way to the top of that concrete right there. And this whole area winds up flooding. So basically, when we get a big storm, or a storm of any real consequence, if you're walking, you're going for a swim. This needs to get fixed.